This channel is all about new technology, and it doesn't get any newer than this. As of time of filming, you can't even buy it. And it has a trick up its sleeve that no other vacuum has. We'll talk more about that in a second. The Mach V1 Ultra is easily the most masculine vacuum I have ever seen. The box looks like a giant bottle of aftershave, and it's called Mach. Mach. So what is this amazing special feature, I hear you cry? To find that out, you'll have to wait until later on in the video. Is that good bait? I'm not going to do the bait joke. I do the bait joke every week, and I've had yet more complaints. I'm not going to debate it with you. At least not en masse. Because that would be a mass debate! Thank you to Mach for sponsoring today's video and for sending me their stick vacuum with steam mop. This vacuum is rated at 16,800 pascals of suction power. And to put that into context, the most powerful RoboVac that I have featured on this channel so far is only 5,100 pascals. That means that this vacuum cleaner is more than 3 times more powerful than any RoboVac I've tried so far. And this device has TUV Rhineland certification because of the special feature that I'm going to talk about shortly. Bait. Such masterful bait. The battery life will give you a full 82 minutes, which is 20 full minutes longer than you would get out of a Shark Stratos vacuum cleaner. And at 5.7 kilograms, it's also 2 kilograms lighter than a Shark Stratos vacuum too. It has a stunning LCD screen and an app, because why wouldn't it? It's 2023. Put an app on everything. On then to the special feature, I shall finally stop baiting you. Hello, yes, YouTube, please. Same jokes every week. One minute he's baiting me, the next minute he's not baiting me, it's puerile. Yes, like he's killed my wife, she's dead. Yeah, my hamster too. Both of them on the floor together, God rest their souls, dead. Disgusting. This vacuum is not just a vacuum. It's also a steam cleaner that boils your floors as it moves around and dries them with a jet of air that comes out the back of the vacuum. And it actually works. It just works! And I'll show you the results of that in a moment. We're not done yet. When you put it back on its stand and press a button, it cleans itself. You fill up a detergent cartridge on the back of the handle and a clean water compartment on the front, and it does all the mixing for you. Not only to clean your floors, but also to clean itself. It actually cleans its internal components, and then its rolling brushes, and then it sits and dries itself off, which is completely mental. The app itself doesn't do a great deal. Once you connect it to your 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network, it's more like a digital instruction manual, but you can turn the ozone feature on and off. And the ozone is another aspect of this product that makes it stand out. Mach have employed a catalytic reaction technique using positive and negative electrodes to remove impurities and extend the life of the product. Catalytic reaction technique. I don't know what that means. The only other thing you can do in the app, as far as I can tell, is turn the voice on and off, which is it's a good job.
Smart mode, steam mode, suction mode, smart mode. The water tank is empty. Please add water.
What are you talking about? Shut up, you chatty cow. The basic functionality is really easy to use anyway, without the need of an app in the first place. This toggle decides whether detergent will be used or just plain water. The mode button toggles between vacuuming, smart mode, which is just mopping, and steam mode. Aside from that, the trigger increases vacuum strength, or releases steam depending on which mode you're in, and the sparkle button activates and deactivates jet blade mode with a triple click. And jet blade mode, like I said, just dries the floor using a jet of air out the back of the vacuum. The other thing it does is when it's in its stand and you press this same button, it goes into cleaning mode. Simple as that. If you're enjoying today's public information film, then please press the subscribe button now to confirm your selection. Press it now. Press it now. Press it now. If you're not enjoying this public information film, please leave now. It will confirm everything everybody has always said about you behind your back, you filthy, disgusting swine. Please leave now. Out! Get out! Out right now, you disgusting snob! Get out! It's not really meant to steam carpets, and Mach recommend that you use the vacuum function for this instead. I, of course, took that under advisement and immediately steam cleaned my carpet. I've got a nasty mark under my desk that has been there for an eternity, and I think it might be some sort of glue. So this isn't the most fair test in the world, but I thought, I'd give it a go anyway. And once I'd figured out that I needed to hold the trigger down to get the steam to work, it actually did a really good job of getting the stains out. And it did shrink the gluey thing. But one thing that really astounded me was just how much filth came out of my carpet. It's not a euphemism. Good!
Dude, that might have worked a little bit better than I thought it did. That is rank. This floor was mopped only a couple of days ago, and it's worth noting that there are some gluey patches here from when the builders first put everything in. So it'll be interesting to see if the gluey patches come up with the steam. I don't hold out much hope, to be honest, and there is some serious staining in areas as well. There's like ingressed grime that just never comes out no matter how much you mop it. There's also a little bit of detritus.
Chandler gave me word of the day toilet paper.
For a floor that was already clean, I'm not gonna lie, that's quite astonishing. Look at that.
And I think that's kind of the point of this product. It is super efficient at getting dirt out of your floors if you're an absolute clean freak. The really badly ingrained dirt that hadn't come out through any amount of mopping had been significantly reduced by the steam vac. And the little gluey section had also reduced quite significantly to the point where I don't notice it when I walk through the front door anymore. That's actually a miracle. I stare at it every day. It was during this test that I realized it's not giving you a cold blow, it's giving you a hot blowing. No! It's actually kicking out cold air. Which is quite a substantial blowjob.
Time to put this thing through its paces. Is this a good idea? That's gone. That's all gone. What does the bottom of the vacuum look like? Madness. Hey, that's madness. Brilliant. I gotta admit, that is pretty flipping cool.
So vacuuming carpets isn't this thing's actual forte, And it's no great surprise because the roller on the bottom is clearly designed for mopping floors. It does, however, do an adequate job, and I threw actual glass at it because I'm mental. And the results really do show the vacuum in a good light, but you'll notice that it struggled to remove this ingrained fiber. To be completely fair to it, my usual vacuum struggled to get this fiber up too, but it did eventually get it. And I think this is the point I'm trying to make, is this thing is meant for mopping hardwood floors and vacuuming hardwood floors. When it comes to carpets and fibers and hairs being trapped in them, you need something else in addition, and we'll talk about that in a second. There are some features that could improve it. A torch on the front, for example. I've gotten really used to being able to see exactly what I'm getting at because my existing vacuum has a big light up section on the front of it. I think the second thing is that although I love its charging stand, and I think it's a great idea, I would prefer rechargeable batteries that I could remove. That way I can have 2 rechargeable batteries, have one in the charger and one in the vacuum at all times. Though, with that said, 82 minutes this thing will last you. If you can't get around your house in 82 minutes, just get your maid a second vacuum, you rich bastard. The last improvement I'd recommend for this thing is that it has no hand tools. I think if you're going to be marketing this thing as a vacuum, it needs to have the ability to get into corners with hand tools too. I think its real market audience is people who want to have a real deep clean from a proper steam vacuum that will also hoover up all the debris too. It's obviously designed for that and cleans itself, which makes this thing utter genius. But if you want to vacuum right into the corners of your room, you're going to need a separate thing to do it. Handy vac maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Just before we go into the summary, I will say one more thing I really shouldn't have to say. Don't boil laminate floors. You will regret it. It's not what this is for. This is an ideal solution for someone that has 2 things: hardwood floors and kids. Because this thing basically boils your floors clean and dries them as it goes. If you've got toddlers or babies crawling around the floor, then no amount of mopping will sanitize your floors the way that this thing does. Having the ability to vacuum your floor at the same time as steam it clean at a consumer level is a brand new thing, and it's awesome. But you will still need a handy vac to get into the corners, and if you have carpeted areas, you're going to have to stay on top of them. The fact that the Mach V1 is self-cleaning is astounding, and I hope this technology continues to move forwards. I want to see more vacuums that clean themselves and also steam your house. That would be awesome. If you want to buy one of these things, as usual, there are links in the description as to where you can do that. And in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people here running down your screen are my patrons from Patreon, and this list grew so much when I got hacked, so I have to thank everybody again that joined in with helping me out, because this kind of support is the reason I'm still here. If you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I will genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams and my TikToks too. Come and hang out there and we can be best friends. See you next time. I don't know what that means. But what it does mean is the product is clean inside and out. It's bollocks. It doesn't clean itself on the outside. That would be quite impressive. A little windscreen wiper comes out. The one thing that really astounded me was just how much filth came out of my carpet. It's not a euphemism. What would that even mean?